Okay, today's going to be a fairly epic post opening. I've got 11 parcels to open. I'm hoping there's going to be some interesting electronic or arcade related stuff in most of these, so I'm just going to pre-open them so you don't have to watch me wrestling with a knife and some sellotape for the next 20 minutes. And then we'll unbox everything and see what we've got. Right, I've slipped the tape on everything now, so let's start ripping things open. Okay, this is a Sony speaker set. This is a car speaker set, but I've actually had a look at the specs online, and these look like the perfect fit for a Williams WPC pinball machine. So it's going to go in my Indiana Jones pinball machine. I'll take those out and look at, and have a quick look at them. Yeah. After that. Right, we don't want the covers, we just need this part. So it's a two-way twin cone coaxial speaker. I can't remember the exact size, but I'd say the mounting holes on this should be pretty much exact, and the profile of it will fit nicely into the backboard in the back box. I'll go and check those out in a minute to see if they fit. Junk out of the way. There's quite a lot of things to do in one go. Right, what's this one? Ah, now this one's an exciting one. Take the wrapper off. This is a Star Wars R2-D2 Christmas light set. I've been after one of these for ages. They're actually quite cheap to buy in the USA, but they didn't seem to make it over here. I think it's probably going to be 110 volts, isn't it? So I'll have to run a step-down transformer or change the bulbs or something. But basically, yeah, I had to pay about 3 times what they're worth just to get it shipped here. And in addition, there's the wrapper it came in. I don't know if you can read that, but basically I was charged £3.68 in tax, but because you've got tax to pay, you also have to pay £8 fee, so that was £11.68 tax fee on an item that would have been originally about $10. So it's absolutely criminal the amount of tax they charge in the UK for shipping things in. So anyway, I'm glad I've got those. I'll find somewhere to put them. Big box now. Aha. Right, these are upgraded subwoofers for Williams WPC pinball machines. Well, these are like an 8-inch upgraded sub. Let's have a look at it. Nice big hefty magnet. Like I say, apparently these, looking at the specs on them, these should be a pretty good match for the audio board in a Williams WPC game, or specifically the DCS ones. One of them is for me, for my Indiana Jones, and one is for someone else to put in a Judge Dredd. So I've got 2 of those because it saved on shipping getting 2 in one go. Okay, got a small one next. Oh, these are IC grabbers, or component grabbers. You can never have too many of these. I'm always making up my own test leads. So, got a few different coloured ones. These little hook grabbers that you basically solder a wire into, and then you've got a little hook point that you can clip onto IC leads or other component leads. Just throwing them all over the floor. There we go. Another one. Right, what's this? Dremel parts, isn't it? Yeah, so I bought some Dremel parts the other day, and I didn't have the right, what are they called, are these collets or something? It's basically like a sleeve that goes in the end of the Dremel so you can use different sized parts, and I didn't have, these are quite expensive annoyingly, but I needed it to use the parts I've already bought. So I've got those. What's this one? These are crocodile clips for multimeters. I don't know if that's open or not. It's quite decent quality actually. Like a rubbery rather than, usually the cheap ones are quite plasticky. These were like £2 or something from China, and they're actually quite nice quality by the look of it. What you do is you slide your multimeter probe into the back of that, and then it gives you like a croc clip attachment for you. I've already got some Fluke ones, but they're about 10 quid, so I thought I'd give these £2 Chinese ones a try. Yeah, so I've got two of those, black and a red. Floppy disks. These are new old stock 3M double density 3¼ inch discs. I use these on some of my test equipment that's got floppy disk drives. I should probably get on those floppy disk drive emulators eventually. So I have to keep using floppy disks because they're getting quite expensive now to get good branded ones. Right, this one should be quite interesting. This one I think is... yeah, this is from Great Plains Electronics, good for pinball parts. So there should be some nice stuff in here. Right, it's a contact burnisher. It's for old electromechanical pinballs for cleaning up the contacts. We've got some double wrap packs here. This one from these. Everything's individually anti-static bags. They're actually a very good company, Great Plains Electronics. Highly recommend those. So we've got a LM323K. So that's a voltage regulator. I think they are used on the older System 6 power supplies. What's here? QSD124 photo transistors. So these are optos used all over pinball machines, like in the ball trough and things like that. So I actually need to fix the optos on a Nightmare on Elm Street pinball machine, so that's going to be one of the things I use for. And then I've got the QED123s, which are the IR LEDs that match up to those. Again, that's going to be going onto my Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street. Another good thing they do at Great Plains are these little... This is a Williams HVP kit, which is basically all the components for the high voltage section on a Williams WPC DMD display board. Apologies for the interruption, my phone was just ringing. Right, what have we got here? These are 156, I can't remember what you call them. Basically it's for joining two lots of 0.156 connectors together. It's like a sort of male-to-male joining block. They're quite useful to use on WPC stuff. These are standard 156 header pins to replace burnt pins on driver boards, that sort of thing, power supplies. These are the male header pins for joining the system, well I use them mainly for System 6 and System 7 stuff, I don't really come across the older ones. But it's basically for Williams System 6 and Williams System 7, the CPU board is joined to the driver board using 4 of each of these. So you've got the female header pins and the male header pins, and they join the two boards together. And they are a common failing point on those CPU boards and driver boards, so I bought a load of those to replace all the ones on my machines. That's it for the Great Plains box. Dropped one of them on the floor. What's this? These are Scotch-Brite pads. Yep. Basically an assortment of different roughness of Scotch-Brite pads. These are good for cleaning up things like side rails on pinball machines, gets the rust and corrosion off. You start off with like a rougher one, and then you've got, I guess this white one will be one of the smoother ones, and then that's to sort of like finish off the texture on it. You can regrain them afterwards. This is going to leave like a smoother finish. A lot of pinball rails actually have like a grained finish, which you can do with some rough grit sandpaper afterwards. Right, and this one here. This is a Seagate Barracuda 3TB hard drive. Just replacing the main hard drive in my main PC. Got a fairly decent deal on that on Amazon, so thought it was a good time to do it right now. That's that one. I think this is the last one. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a past the parcel box, double boxed. So what's in here? This is a new old Stark joystick. It's the Wico 4-way leaf stick. Which has a nice red ball handle. Excellent. So these now these were, I need to assemble it properly, but these were used in lots and lots of old games in the 80s. Now I've got, a few games that use a sort of stick, like Williams cards and that sort of thing. So we're on eBay. I thought I'd pick up a decent joystick while it was going. Anyway, I think that's everything now. Thanks for watching.